And wait a minute, hang on, I fucked up. We're in the meantime, me and Dave.
Gordito!
Shut up. This is episode 6. Elvis Mujich.
Oh, thank you.
Mujich. Even though it's pronounced or it's spelled Mujich or Mujich, whatever the fuck it is, Mujich. That's his name.
Bosnia!
Elvis Mujich. How dare I fucking get your name right so much? He just learned my last name. Okay, that's it. You know what's awesome? The sun's gonna be blasting until we get away from the sun.
I think it's just that
It looks like
star.
the sun. You're not a star. This is Bosnian transplant Elvis Mujich driving his van, aka his apartment. We are going. We just came from one of the more fun, tougher. It's barely a room. It's a comedy attempt. I would say it's an attempt at a comedy showcase, aka or at an open mic at a place called the Depot at San Francisco State University. I've been there before. It is run horribly by Adrian McNair, who would be better off if he just stuck with his UC Berkeley studies, and instead he wants to be a comedian. Fuck him. So yeah, he runs it. So we just came from there where Elvis, he is a transplant from Detroit, actually from Bosnia by way of Detroit. I met Elvis when he came. I thought he was an audience member at one of my comedy shows in Newark, of all fucking places, at the Love at First Slice that is still currently burned down right now.
I did it.
You didn't do it there. No, he didn't perform there.
I burned it down.
Oh, you did not burn it down. You better not even say he did not burn it down. Okay, I'm gonna.
What the fuck?
No, yeah, he's from Bosnia. Okay, cut him some slack. He's seen genocides and shit. But I want to ask him something about that. But we're on our way now to Dorsey's locker, and so I thought I haven't rounded up a guest for in the meantime yet for this week. And Elvis Mujich is would be a good guest because again he's from a part of the world not many people know about, and we're ignorant Americans who had something to do with some of the horrible things that went on there. Also, he's a comedian. He's one of the ones that makes me laugh. He lived in Detroit for a good deal, and now he lives in his van, in this very automobile, in a minivan. He wants to be. It's a minivan. He's also very excited because he learned my last name.
Gordito!
Yeah, that's not my last name. Gordito is not my last name. Gordillo is my last name, but he chooses to mock it in the way that everybody does mock it, and also they fuck it up. And as somebody who has a last name that gets fucking mispronounced, whatever, all kinds of shit, for him to be an asshole about my name right now really is quite fucking annoying. Alright? His name looks like it should be pronounced Mujich. Alright? And it's pronounced Mujich. Mujich. Okay? Mujich. Alright? So leave it to wherever he's from to fucking confuse the fuck out of us and ignore how alphabets are pronounced and all that. But this is Elvis Mujich. Alright, so standard operating procedure. 200 words or less. Give me your life story. Go.
Oh, man.
And be loud so they can hear you.
Yeah, I was born in Bosnia, lived in New York, went to Michigan, bounced around, spent some time in Detroit, then went to college and left and hiked the Appalachian Trail.
Where'd you go to college?
I went to a community college for a little bit and then I transferred.
Beauty college?
Yeah, beauty school.
Beauty school. You don't
No,
just skip
motherfucker.
over beauty school.
No, I did not go to fucking beauty school. No, I went to community college and I went to Amherst College.
Oh, community college. Okay.
I went to Amherst.
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 You gotta enunciate. So these
Well, you don't pronounce the H.
Amherst.
No, you
Amherst.
don't. Amherst.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amherst. Whatever. Fuck it. Yeah, doesn't matter. These people know my audience is some are educated, but so Elvis is So he how old are you, Elvis?
24. I'm trying to see how many texts I can
He's
send.
24 and he's trying to text he's trying to you're doing breaking the law in 3 different ways right now. So yeah, we're on our way to Dorsey's locker where it's one of my favorite rooms, fun room with mostly black folks where Elvis is not as impressed by all that. There's a black guy on a motorcycle. Yellow motorcycle. Yeah, whatever.
It's racist.
It's not racist, but he was not impressed. He's not. I mean, he likes Dorsey, but he's not that impressed by the fact that it's a black room because he did comedy in Detroit. So tell us what. Tell why Detroit. Why you know.
Well, when somebody says like they did comedy in Detroit, there's two different scenes. There's Metro
louder.
Detroit.
Remember.
There's two different scenes in Metro. There's Metro Detroit and then there's Detroit. Most people that say they're from Detroit and if they're white, they never did comedy in Detroit. Okay. Even if they're black, they probably didn't do comedy.
Eminem never did comedy in Detroit.
He did, and he's black. So
and he's black.
It's weird that he would
Punk
say that.
ass Eminem.
Yeah.
Starting beef.
Eminem, fuck you. Number one, fuck Eminem.
Fuck
Let's get
Eminem.
that out of
That's
the way.
right. Yeah. Fuck
Let's
Eminem.
get that out of the way.
I hear that.
Fuck Kid Rock. If you're seeing this, fuck you.
You hear that, Christopher John? Fuck Eminem.
That's his name?
Christopher John. You know Christopher John.
Oh, I thought it was Kid Rock's name.
No, Christopher John, the comedian.
No, I know Christopher.
He watches some of these sometimes.
He's a good-looking guy.
Anyway, we watched a bunch of comedians eat their balls at the depot. That was really cool. Because, yeah, it was fun. I like watching comedians bomb, especially when they're so full of themselves, thinking that they're actually comedians. We're aspiring comedians, as we've said before. You know, none of us really are, you know, worth our weight in really... We're not worth our weight in flesh most of the time. But, yeah, Elvis... he got some chuckles, some funny ha-has over there. It's pretty cool. Pretty confident dude under pressure, which is why I like Elvis. I think it has something to do with his Bosnian background. What was growing up in Bosnia like?
I don't really remember, honestly. I mean, I was a little kid. So
How old were you when you left?
like 6, 7.
I remember. I have memories of being 6 and 7 years
Well,
old.
there's
I
also,
call
like-
bullshit on your memories.
It's, I think it's something called like selective memory, where like my brain.
Oh, so it's
didn't wanna-
traumatic.
Yeah, it was traumatic.
So you were traumatized.
Yes.
Well, you do act like somebody who suffers from post-traumatic stress disorder.
Right.
If you ever watch his act, he is, you know, he likes to provoke the audience, tell them "fuck you," and then say, "Oh, I'm just kidding." Shit like that. Classics.
But they love me.
I don't know if they always love you, but I mean, they were laughing with you this time. You had jokes about goats, about how you wanted, you love goats.
I love it. My favorite animal.
It's his favorite animal.
Favorite type of friend. Goat friend.
Goat. He likes goats. So, what else was
Decent
there?
romantic partners too.
So, also, Elvis, as he was informing me while he was mocking my last name on the way to the car, apparently he's going to be the subject of a documentary made by some fancy schmancy girl who's married. That she makes documentaries and is of some very, you know, touching subjects, whatever. And Elvis, being that he's a comedian living out of his car.
Minivan. I mean, it's kind of different.
Fucking minivan is a car.
Right.
That's,
but, you know,
that's a nice Godzilla sign. Godzilla's coming out soon. I can't wait.
He's gay?
Godzilla is it could be gay. I don't
He's
know.
totally gay.
It's just there's only one.
I've never seen him fuck a chick.
Nobody's whatever, dude. Now your comedy's really going south. Elvis is a subject. This is apparently why he's such, you know, he's a brilliant comedian. Why you? I mean, there's a lot of people that live in their cars. Why
Yeah,
is
all
the Bosnian?
pussies.
Is it the Bosnian background?
Nah, they're just pussies. They're pussies. I'm not a pussy. That's number one.
You're not a pussy.
That's number one.
There's a lot of comedians that aren't pussies too. I think there's some more.
There are.
There are.
They're not living in their car.
But you're also leaving. You told me. You let me know. Be careful. They're merging here. You let me know that you're going to be leaving the Bay Area.
Yeah.
And moving to other parts unknown.
Yeah, I'm not
why?
really sure.
Pray tell why.
I'm bored.
He's bored.
Bored. It's boring.
Yeah.
It's so crazy that it's boring.
I can see why. So Elvis is bored. So now he is going to be leaving in his mobile home. Can I call it a mobile home?
I mean, it's a palace.
It is a mobile home. It's
Mobile palace.
It counts. Anyway, so yeah, we're on our way to Dorsey's locker. Not Detroit. This is Oakland.
Can we get to that bridge? It's pretty beautiful.
What? Show what?
I don't know, the bridge and all the fucking beauty. I don't know.
They see the bridge. Hey, look up pictures online of the fucking Bay Bridge. We're crossing it right now. Elvis apparently thinks that the internet is dumb. That you guys can't, you know, figure things out for yourself. I'm not a filmmaker with this shit. We did one shot, and this is easy peasy, lazy YouTube cast. This is number 6. As you've seen, we've been doing pretty good with these other tube casts so far. Check out the other ones if you like these. Elvis, not so sure. This also could be ripping off Jerry Seinfeld. He has riding in cars with comedians, but those are professional comedians.
Jerry Seinfeld's a pussy.
See what I'm saying? This guy right
He's
here.
a pussy, dude.
You don't know that.
He's a balding pussy.
Well, you don't know that.
Okay, all right.
He's been on the Tonight Show more than you. All right.
Yeah, so
I'd
far.
like to see what
So
Elvis
far.
would do on. His name's Elvis. Why the fuck did your parents name you Elvis?
I never really. I got a clear answer. Like my family's Islamic. And,
His family is Islamic. You hear that?
Yeah, Bosnian Islam is
Terrorist.
different.
Terrorist.
Yeah.
White
But,
terrorist.
No, and, like,
CIA.
Yugoslavia used to be a communist country,
Yeah.
socialist kind of country, and then if you had an Islamic name, it was difficult to get like a job and a career. So they're like, we wanted to give you a name that didn't attract.
What kind of jobs and careers could you get in Bosnia?
When it was cool, when everything was okay, it was anything. It was a great
Was it
country.
ever cool?
Yeah, when it was Yugoslavia.
When it was That's right. It used to be Yugoslavia. So
Right here, Tito.
there's no more Yugoslavia anymore. Is that
Tito.
right? Tito. He's all about Tito. That's the dictator.
Best dictator ever.
It's the best dictator ever. He was claiming because he killed everybody who disagreed with him.
Great.
It's, I guess good criteria for a dictator. Let's see what else is going down with you, Elvis. Elvis was supposed to be on my Love at First Slice show in Newark. He would have been on there, but again, not only is it burned down, but he's going to be leaving probably in June, and we'll be sad to see him go. He's only been here for a few months though, so really it's not like But he's made friends pretty quickly.
People love me.
I don't know about love. That's a strong
I'd
word.
say love.
I don't know
Adored
about that.
or infatuated?
Smitten.
They're smitten.
We'll see. So how long have you been living in your minivan?
5 months, man.
5 months. 5 months in the minivan.
Yeah.
What? So did you have your own place in Detroit?
I lived a little bit with some friends, and then
Speak
my
up,
family.
speak up.
I lived with some friends for a little bit, and then my family.
Yeah.
I was kind of bound. I was a mess when I was there.
How long did you live in Detroit?
Oh man, I mean, a while. I lived there for a few years, and then I went to Massachusetts, came back for a couple years.
Was it Massachusetts?
School. I went to school.
Oh, that's right. That's where Amherst must have been. Is that right?
It's a good school.
Amherst.
It's a great school.
So, also, you've been to, you said New York? How long was New York?
Oh, that's the first place we lived.
Yeah, how long there?
Like 2 years, I think.
What part of New York?
Queens.
Queens.
Ridgewood.
So, for a Bosnian, he doesn't have much of an accent.
That's right.
Yet, his comedy centers a lot around being Bosnian.
Yeah, right.
So, you said you're 24. So, yeah, Bosnian shit was going down when you were a little kid. Because I remember they were bombing Bosnia at some point during the Columbine massacre that occurred over here.
What's that about?
The Columbine massacres were 2 kids in 1998 or 99. They basically shot up a school in Colorado, and it was a huge distraction from that time when Bill Clinton had one of the largest bombing campaigns, I believe, in Bosnia. That might have been what was going down at that time. So, if I know my history, I don't, maybe it was Geneva. Maybe it might have been something else. I don't know. I don't really keep. But something bad was going on. But Bosnia is one of those places where shit was going down. So yeah, there's a fine timeline. But Elvis was a kid when shit. Were you in any? So you said your memories are selective from when you were a kid.
Yeah, they're only positive, really.
They're only positive memories.
But I was in a camp with my dad.
What kind of camp? Is that a refugee camp?
No, like the kill your camp.
Oh, a concentration camp. They were gonna kill you.
No, I don't think they didn't kill a lot of the kids. Like, they killed my grandfather.
They killed his grandfather.
Yeah.
You ever thought of revenge?
Every day.
That's what I'm saying.
And I think about killing all those.
I'm just telling you, man. Revenge is always an option. You never know.
There's nobody to revenge after. It's all done.
These things can happen. So I want to give a shot. I want to take a shot of the van so you can see where he lives in.
Dude, it's a little dirty.
Check out the bike and check out the sleeping digs right there. Isn't that beautiful? Hey man, you've been making fun of my last name all fucking day.
Gordito!
Yeah, see, it does it. That's why I don't use my last name, because people fuck it up. They fuck it up pretty big, and I'm tired of it. We're continuing straight because Elvis, like most people in their 20s, can't find his way out of his ass without a GPS and some instructions from a robotic voice. I'm old school. I find out where I'm going before I go there and know how to get there.
Oh, yeah, that's so effective.
It's just, hey, memories. It's a corner of my mind. So, we're on our way there. Barring it, how have you liked living in the Bay Area, man? Besides it being boring.
I don't like it. I got here, my car was broken into twice in 12 hours.
Oh, poor you. My car was broken into
stole my
twice.
bike. That bike I had to get for free.
They didn't steal anything from my car, and they broke into my car. And I had a cassette player in full view.
I have a cassette player.
They should have seen. That's what I'm saying. They should know not to break into a car with a cassette player, because we don't have anything worth stealing in a car with a cassette player. Dumb fucking homeless of San Francisco. Just saying. So, that being said, let's see, man, this is gonna be the shortest fucking tube cast if you don't have something interesting to say, Elvis.
I got tons of, what about you, man? How do you like
what about me? I'm
how
a
do you
fucking
like
host. How do I like it? I've lived here my whole life. I fucking love it here.
In the Bay?
think I like it. I got a lot of things that I've been wanting to do, and I like leaving the Bay because it makes me appreciate the Bay. But one thing, I've been noticing more of, these clouds that are up here. These things are not real. These are part of the chemtrails I've been learning about. Seriously, these are not actual clouds. Real clouds don't form like this. This is a lot of the misty bullshit that's been going on lately. I don't know. Some of this stuff's not really all that cool. Been learning about that. It was a hot day today. I'm wearing shorts and a shirt. I mean, I would normally wear shirts, but I'm wearing shorts with the shirt.
You have beautiful legs.
Yeah, I try. So Elvis is desperate for material, as you can tell by his compliments.
I'm trying to entertain.
Man on man, you're failing at entertaining. I try to just ask some serious questions here. Give me some hard-hitting answers.
You
don't remember dick about Bosnia.
I can't. I remember playing in a blown-up car with some girl, and it was nice.
You played in a blown-up car with a girl. Now, what kind of games were you playing with this girl?
She was sucking my dick, dude. I was 4 years old.
That's not. That didn't happen.
No, we're just playing.
You're gonna get off here, actually.
Like pretend driving.
I hope you know that.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, good.
I remember seeing a UN tank once.
You saw a UN tank. Look at that. Were they doing their job, or were they getting blown by 4-year-old girls?
Well, the main problem was that Jesus, that's fucking disgusting.
That's
the main problem was that they weren't doing they were just there.
Yeah.
They weren't enforcing anything. That's
So,
the whole fucking thing.
Hey, man. Well, Elvis, we're almost reaching our destination at Dorsey's Locker. You said you've been here before, correct? Dorsey's Locker?
Yeah, DJ
Oakland?
Styles and shit.
DJ Styles and shit. Well, his name's DJ Styles. He just added the and shit. But Dorsey's Locker's a cool spot.
Yeah.
It's good place, good people, good food, good bartending, beautiful bartenders, twin sisters.
Really?
Yeah, well, not twins technically, but they look exactly like Danielle. I know Tiffany, who is the one I knew from going there most of the time. I stopped going there when they started charging $5, and then when I came back, I was like, why does Tiffany not recognize me? That's because it was Danielle, her sister, who is older. Yet, no offense to Tiffany, she's never gonna see this, but looks kind of younger, a little bit younger.
I had sex with Tiffany.
You did not have sex with Tiffany.
I have sex with Danielle tonight.
You're not. No, they have boyfriends, and they would hurt you.
Yeah.
But they're both very, very beautiful young women, and smart too. That's the thing that really pisses me off about it. Because there's nothing wrong. It's one thing when a girl is beautiful, but when they're smart too, it really and you have no shot. You're just like, oh man, it sucks. There's a pretty girl on the street over there. Elvis was asking about if we wanted to get a hooker tonight.
Jesus, man.
I don't know. He says he's kidding now. It was now that it's on the record.
I mean, as friends.
I informed him I'm not really. I'm like, we're not getting a hooker. I'm like, not only
friends, not as a
can't
sexual
afford
thing.
them. I'm just not interested in that type of relationship.
It wouldn't be a sexual thing. It would be just like as friends.
Oh, just to hang out. What? Yeah, we're gonna hire a hooker just to hang out with we
very
got a van.
situation.
We got a van with a sleeping bag. We just want to kick it. Just kick it. So yeah, we're almost at Dorsey's Locker. This one's about 20 minutes. I might add some other stuff onto this podcast just to change it up a bit, because this This interview was, I don't know, I was expecting a little more from you, Mujich.
What the fuck do you want from me, man?
I was expecting a little more.
I was expecting a little more from you.
Little Bosnia history, little more,
history.
little less of the jokey.
I thought that's what you wanted. I thought you wanted jokey.
No, I fucking hate
not jokey, but I thought you wanted me to be entertaining.
No, you're entertaining. Just be yourself, man. Be the quiet guy that always says inappropriate shit. Well, I mean, you're kind of doing that right now, just being all Mr. Jokey. You might as well just make one of these faces.
Gordito.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ! Now you're just now I know I'm ending this thing. So we're here at Dorsey's locker. It's outside over here, so where you can't see out. I don't know how he sees out his window, but there's Mujich. Let's see as you can probably see out of their window, whatever. I film this with my laptop, just so you know. Probably don't want to park in here. You're gonna park in here? Okay.
Why not?
I was saying, I don't know.
Where the fuck else am I gonna park?
I don't know. Dave's not here. So, well, we've been in the meantime in Mujich's car, in the car ride over here.
How do you say that last name for real?
What?
How do you really say your last name?
I said it before, Gordillo.
Gordillo.
Gordillo. It's spelled, but people say it Gordillo. They say Gordillo, and then they say Gordito and Gorditas. Gorditas was the food, Taco Bell, Taqueras Taco Bell. I hated that fucking campaign, huh?
Ever say Groucho?
Groucho. No, they don't say Groucho. They say Gorilla. That was another one. I don't know. All the who knows? But this is Elvis Mujich.
I'm gonna put the shields up.
Yeah, put the shields up, man.
This goddamn
We're parked, and he's got to hide all his stuff here in the windows. You're blocking the camera view there, buddy. This is, fine podcast tube casting.
I think it was just fine, man.
I think it's fine too. Yeah. Yes, it's. Anyway, so we're here. Little Michael Jackson thing. We're gonna go inside and sign up and stuff like that. Maybe this will be it. Maybe it won't. I don't know yet. I'll figure it out.
You could do a whole different tone.
No, we're not doing another one.
You want me to cry? I cry a lot in this van.
So you've been in the meantime with me and Dave, Elvis Mujich edition. God damn it! Okay, this fucking thing. Hang on, let me make sure I get this all centered.
It's the title of my car.
Elvis Mujich. So there you go. That's been that. And we'll catch you again. Go to Sanctuary Ultra Lounge in Livermore. Thursdays, 7:30. Free comedy shows there. We have comedy shows all over the place. Elvis is going to be out of here. But pay attention to see if the documentary ever comes out of his. We don't know if that will. But, shit happens.
God willing.
Yeah, God willing. And all that. See, look at that guy. He's a smiling guy. Now you can see without the sun blasting his face. So, yeah, I don't think I had any other questions for
Is that semen or is that a white hair there?
It's a white hair, dude. Okay, it's no semen. I got gray hairs coming in. Yeah, it's weird because they grow in the light hits them.
I thought it was semen.
No, it's like there's no semen in my.
I thought you were making a statement.
No, I'm not. No, yeah, I'm putting semen in my beard.
It's like me and Dave just fuck.
No, shut up.
He put semen in his beard.
See his jokes. These are comedians. That's why aspiring comedians, this is why comedians, it's good when they die young. Because you got to remember, they were horrible comedians when they were young.
Aspiring, I've already made it. Do you see this?
Yeah. One last shot of his apartment. Oh, look at that. It's all dark. It's time to go to bed. Alrighty. That's Elvis Mujich. We'll be back sometime. Maybe we'll have more podcast. We'll see.
Gordillo.
We'll see. Yes, Gordillo and Mujich. You're in the meantime. Again, this is 6.5 episode, the second half of episode 6. In the meantime, with me and Dave, with your second guest, Charles Kelly, the return of Charles Kelly. So we're here back at the office. Charles Kelly, who was featured in episode 3. Episode
Indeed.
3. And we're back here in the office. Someone asked what this, from the previous episode, asked. This is clearly Captain Jack Sparrow.
Yes.
But who knows if there's any copyright bullshit to that. So that's just random pirate.
Yes.
Random pirate. But we're back here in the office. We've had some developments since the last episode. One of the more popular ones. We're almost closing in on 100 views on that one. Charles Kelly is just, it's got the most YouTube likes with 5.
Nice.
So we're good. We're looking
5 times.
5 YouTube views. So I guess we were discussing some cool stuff in there. One of the things since then, we both were at Dorsey's locker one night at different times. But one of the things that Charles Kelly now has, and I say it's a badge of honor, at Dorsey's locker, which in the first half of this episode, you noticed me and Elvis Mujich, we were driving there. This is a bar, restaurant, lounge in Oakland where we do comedy to mostly black folks, older folks. But on this particular night, there was a birthday party of some older women.
Yeah.
And Charles Kelly got the entire room, a packed room, to boo
the shit out of me.
Booed him, okay?
The lady came on stage like the Sandman. It was something else.
Now, how long into your set was that?
That was my third joke.
Third joke into that. Okay, so that was, so really that was like a minute.
Yeah.
So they only gave you a minute.
Yeah.
How long after she started coming up there and trying to take you down did you keep going?
It got out of control fast. Once I called her fat, it just went out of control.
Ooh, was she fat?
She wasn't even that fat. She was actually a little thick, but she was fine.
You were just trying to get into her, her head.
Yeah, she said she booed, and I was like, did you boo me? She said, yeah. I said, you don't need to boo me. You need to boo them calories. And
that's a good comeback.
Yeah,
Boo the snacks.
Yes,
that's what. Yeah,
it went to shit.
So what? What did she look like? Because this may have been the same woman who tried to boo me that day. That very night.
She was just a short black chick.
She had glasses.
I think so.
That might have been the same woman.
I think so. Okay.
Yeah, there was a woman who I started off my set because it was pretty packed when I got in there. It was jam packed, and my first line, because everybody was even when by the time I got up, some people left. I knew that it would thin out a little because I was up there later. By the time I got up, there was still some commotion, still a lot of people talking. For a lot of performers there, people do one of two things most of the time. They will go through their set and make a portion of the audience laugh, but still there's enough people talking where you can't tell if people are laughing or not.
Yeah.
Or there's people that just go on autopilot and ignore the fact that they're being ignored.
Yeah.
Which you might as well just do at home or just record yourself on one of these devices like
really
we're doing. Like right now, this is what they go into autopilot.
Yeah.
We're interacting with you more than these people do.
Yeah.
And so, but I went up there and I decided I like to get people's attention, whether it's something positive or negative, or what I like to do is play with what sounds like something negative, but give it a positive type spin or sounding spin. And I walked up and I said, wow. When I came in here and saw how packed it was, it occurred to me, this is where the last remaining black people of Oakland are all at tonight. And that got people paying attention.
Yeah.
And some people were like, this, that, and the other. And one lady, she didn't like that. She didn't quite express her, like, it wasn't until I said, for those of you who don't know me, I am Mean Dave, a.k.a. Jesus of Oakland, because everybody calls me Jesus out here. And then I said, just want to say for the ladies, I am single and I am available and I am very easy. So if you've always wanted to have sex with Jesus, I am about the closest thing that you will get to fulfilling that fantasy. And I think those two back-to-back remarks, this woman did not like. But I started getting laughs after that here and there, and she started trying to boo me. During my set, while some people were chuckling and whatever else, I said, "Are you booing me, ma'am?" And she says, "Yes." So why are you booing me? She goes, "Because you're not funny." I said, "That's good, nice for you to point out, because I don't think I'm funny either. Fact is, I'm just hiding from the law." And most of the time, those open mic performers in Dorsey's locker, nobody's paying attention to the performers. Yeah. So it's the best place to hide from the law. And I'd say that at a lot of open mics, really. If you are hiding from the law, sign up at an open mic and pretend like you're a comedian, pretend you're a poet, pretend you're somebody trying to perform. People will not pay attention to you, and you can hide just that much longer. Yeah. You never know. You're hiding in plain sight, Illuminati style.
Yes.
So, but I had to say, it was a little hurtful that even though I was getting laughs, that this woman was trying so hard, because she was still booing me.
Oh, yeah.
Through my whole set, through the laughs, through whatever, and I was she tried complaining even to DJ Styles, the host, who has like a million jobs there
What's
now.
wrong with people? It's a fucking open mic.
And now we're adding complaint department to the list of DJ Styles' jobs that he's underpaid for at the open mic.
I personally don't go to make people laugh. I don't want you to laugh at the open mic.
Make you think.
Yeah, I want
get your attention.
Yeah, I do only half the joke, just so I can.
Just the setup. You haven't earned the punchline.
Yeah,
you know. So, but yeah, we're here back at the office, and also Charles Kelly has just informed me he's about to embark on a carpool ride, which I think has some very interesting characters from our local comedy scene that I've also had to deal with. Which I wish I could be a fly in the car on the ride. He is riding down with Steve Lee, who is a disabled Chinese comedian. He'll be driving. He'll be driving. His hands don't exactly, I don't know, I've never seen how he drives these cars. I've only heard about his driving from women who rode in the car, who refused to ride in a car with him again, because not only was he driving, but he was also trying to pitch them advice on their careers and how he could help them. I'm doing an impression of his hands right now.
I'm doing an impression.
His hands kind of look like this. He also in the car, Zorba Hughes, very funny dude who's been doing comedy a long time. Still has some jokes from the 50s he likes to tell. He is he's a guy who really is, I would say, very underrated, but also he's, let's say Zorba is what some of us may call self-absorbed a little bit. I call him self-absorba. That's all in love because I love Zorba. He used to be the co-host of my In the Meantime podcast when it was back on FCC Unfree Radio before he got into an argument with himself and stormed out of the office one day. That happened. So it'll be an interesting ride. But Zorba's a great guy, and I could only imagine the ride with those two characters. And you have Johan Miranda in tow, which I'm assuming he really, 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 really needs the ride bad, because I can't imagine him agreeing to this carpool. And you just make sure, I know Steve Lee's going to hit you up for gas money, make sure that it's all fair, that he's not trying to take advantage of you. All right? Don't, that you're paying.
I gotta be on my wits.
Just make sure that, I know gas is $4 a gallon now, but that's no excuse for him to be taking advantage of aspiring comedians like that just to fill his gas tank. Because I did that shit too. But I'm a drug addict, so it's okay for me. That's how I do. Also, another good thing, Charles Kelly, you just did a show last night, if I'm not mistaken, at the San Francisco Punchline.
Yes, I did it. I actually have to put it on my website. But, it was really nice. Chris Riggins and Joseph Vanderlyn.
Two people who have me blocked on Facebook, mind you. Good guys.
Oh, yeah.
Who completely took Facebook the wrong way, my Facebook shenanigans. Still have me blocked. If they're watching this, hello, Joseph. Hello, Riggins. Unblock me, you assholes.
It was a great show. Fucking Matt Lieb was there.
Of course.
Leslie Small showed up to support.
Course. Yeah.
Phil was there.
Yeah.
It was really
Phil
nice.
Woods.
Phil Woods, yes. Pat G.
Pat G.
Stageman. Yeah.
Kraken Pat G, as I like to call him, because he likes to use the word Kraken like it's part of his...
Like it's in his...
Like he said it the whole time, when it's really... He's a disciple of the Hella Funny Stroy Moyd camp, Team Hella Funny, and he likes to say Kraken now as if he
invented it.
And he's a shaven, bald-headed, white dude. Funny guy. He's a good dude. Good guy, Patrick Garvey.
Oh, yeah. It was really
Still
nice.
hasn't booked me on shit, but you know what? So have a lot of people. So no bitterness.
You people out there.
Yeah, book me, motherfuckers.
Yeah, you start booking me. Because, and you know what? That's actually where I'm at now.
Yeah.
I'm at, I'm going to try to start, I really need to start hosting. I need to get 5 minutes out to start doing some festivals.
Mm-hmm.
And try to headline somewhere. Just to fucking do it.
Just to do it. Okay.
Yeah,
so you're working on.
That's what I'm working on.
Working on your crafties.
Yeah.
Have you thought of starting your own room?
If I found a good place, I would do it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty lazy too, so that.
There's a place right outside here on the corner I mentioned to you before. It's some dog brewing.
Oh yeah, but they're very small.
So
easier
to fill.
Yeah, easier to fill.
Make it free. And
yes, easier to fill if you're small.
It's like a small vagina, man. It might be tight, but they feel good. That's the point. I mean, just because a lot of people show up doesn't mean that's some loosey-goosey shows.
I like it.
Yeah, to use the
nice,
analogy.
but yeah, that's what I'm gonna check around here and see if there's.
You're in Oakland, for Christ's sake, so you should be able to find something.
Should be able to do some fucking comedy.
Yes. And so again, you're going to Gilroy tonight, Land of Garlic, Station 55, I assume.
Yes, I've never been there. You been there?
Yes, I've done that. Did that a long time ago, and have since had trouble getting on the shows recently because the producer Sam Meeker always he solicits for his comedians at midnight, and usually anybody who's up and trolling Facebook at that time are the first. He throws stage time out to the comedy jackals, and by the time I get to him, usually it's all gone.
It's all gone.
But he has kept me in mind for a show, and I was supposed to do one supporting Brian Hicks, and Brian Hicks was going to give me a ride after we agreed to that, and Brian Hicks forgot me. Forgot he was giving me that ride until he was 20 minutes south of Gilroy, and then informed me, well, if you can get out here, I can give you a ride back. Well, I didn't really have a way. I live in Union City.
That's honest.
Yeah, he was a good guy. Not a bad dude, but I busted his balls plenty in person. Or maybe I didn't. I don't know. Yeah. I think I might have called him Mr. Forgetful or something like that. But
Mr.
F. So yeah. Aside from that, tonight I'll be at E1 Entertainment, entertaining folks on Hegenberger.
I can't wait to get out there.
Antoine Johnson's room. Last time when we did the last YouTube cast, we were talking a lot about those shows when we were hosting there. One of the things too I noticed, we were not booked for any of the Go Baby Productions comedy festival or any of their festival weekend. I hit them up and they both gave me the thumbs up.
I didn't know
You didn't know they were doing that? Oh yeah, I'm sure God.
At E1?
No, not at E1. This will be at Bella Ultra Lounge. They're doing a weekend in July, and God willing,
inshallah. I want to say, not speaking on them, but
that's the Bay Boys of comedy.
There are some people out there that are telling other people that you shouldn't mess with me because I'm atheist, and that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
That's some discrimination, right?
How dare a nigga read too many books?
Yeah.
This nigga done read too many books. If you don't stay the fuck away from him and get on your knees.
And I got labeled an atheist all for joking around with this guy.
Yeah.
My spiritual politics, no one knows.
Yeah, they're your
yeah. Who cares whether it doesn't matter. You guys are labeling me an atheist when you don't even know whether or not I believe in God or not, and whoever it is might be saying those kinds of things or whatever. And really, quite frankly, I don't think God believes in you that much.
Not at all.
Not really. And so I mean, you can so really kiss his ass all you want, you're still gonna be stuck.
But I just find it interesting that. Well, I guess not. I did know what it was going to be when you tell a group of black people that you're atheist, but you've known me enough to where it's like I'm not worshiping the devil.
No.
I'm not fucking evil.
You're not doing witchcraft.
Yeah, I just say fucking read a book. But for people to not tell people to not mess with me because of that.
And here's the thing, a lot of those people will still be watching the Warriors-Clippers game, not, even after all the racism that was been exposed of one owner, which is not, I guarantee you, that one owner who got caught being racist, he's just representative of a whole world of owners. He just got caught.
Imagine how the nigga at Walmart feels about you.
Imagine a bunch of owners all kicking it around and even if there's a black owner, as soon as that guy leaves the room, all right, it's on. It's that kind of discussion about, it's back to the 70s, the 60s, the 50s. They probably break out the hoses and start spraying black dolls or some shit. But I'm telling you that shit doesn't go away. And the more that you support sports are all rooted in flat-out racism. Yeah. Okay? Because who dominates on the fields most of the time? Black folks, if I'm not mistaken. Who owns most of these teams?
White
not black folks. Okay? And I'm just saying, and speaking as a Mexican who understands a self-exploitive race, this is, because I'm Mexican and I'm British. So the thing about that's why it's like if I come across like I know everything, it's because I am British, and British people believe we are better than everybody else because we know it to be true. Okay, it's how it is. So sorry, cops are coming on their way right now. We've been talking too much mess.
Too much shit.
Too much mess in this room.
You've been too much shit.
So, but
do it.
And also because we had some remarks also of the cattle grazing Clive and Brady with his cattle that are eaten for free, eaten on welfare, grazing on federal land that he's not paying for, and then starts spewing about how black folks were better off in slavery. Okay,
had nothing to do about nothing.
And the fact being that again, these were God-fearing people who pretty much worked who slavery was legal under. So I just want people to think about the next time that you are praying to a Eurocentric God, okay? Because history has been mangled and fangled and all kinds of fucked up. We don't know what color God is or Jesus or any of this other shit. The fact is, even if somebody told you, chances are they don't know either, or they're lying, or any of these kinds of things. So, and that's not to say believe, don't believe, whatever. The point is, do your own research.
Yeah. And
faith is important, but religion, if you're just gonna rely on religion to tell you things and you're gonna take those as fact, that just reminds me that religion is for the faithless. Faith is about believing in yourself, believing in people, believing in love, in the here and the now. Okay? And if you believed in God, that's what God is at all things. So I just want to let everybody know you're all full of shit.
Full of it.
Full of shit. Do. And because I was told I was going to be on those at that event, and I didn't see. Not a mean Dave. Well, I got the Facebook thumbs up from both producers.
Festival?
Who cares? I'm not promoting it on my. It's not. You know what? In fact, I heard. I think those shows are not going on. As a matter of fact, Bill Ultra Lounge is closing. That's what I hear. So,
it's the same
little negative press. But no, I had nothing but whatever but love. But no, I am doing a Bay Boy show tonight. Well, I mean, it's a Bay Boy affiliate. It's the Colors of Comedy at E1. I will say this: I've done the E1 shows on Wednesdays now, and I've noticed all the white or non-black performers are put up first, so we can get out of the way and get to the black performers at the end of the show. And the last week that I did it, one of those performers never had hit a stage before, straight up bombed for 5 minutes. It was awesome. It was his first time on stage. And the thing I say after that, that's what an open mic is for, not for a showcase. They're only $5 showcases, but still. I watched a couple people do. It wasn't that bad. I mean, it was good. There were some people that did really well.
It's comedy.
It is. Well, it's aspiring comedy.
And comedy. I mean, telling you, once you get on that fucking NASCAR of a like track,
racism exists at all levels, even when it's subtle, even when it's not intending to be racism. I'm just saying that I took it in stride. I let it. I stayed for the whole show because I wanted to see it. Not only that, I got to talk to some cool people. Afterwards, who were at the show later, the Kirk McHenry.
I love Kirk.
Kirk's a cool dude. G King rolled in. His set really crushed it that night. So yeah, but these are the things that you got to deal with. You know what? And that's why sometimes I guess maybe racism is a good thing.
And maybe religiousicism.
What
the fuck?
Yeah, man. Sometimes.
Matter of fact, you know what? I might convert and be the biggest Jesus-loving motherfucker there is.
You're gonna outlove Jesus.
I will outlove the shit out of Jesus.
You hear that?
I will go around chastising other Jesus-loving people.
This turned into a religious wrestling promo. You hear that, Jesus?
We're coming for you, Jesus.
Coming for you.
You better sit your motherfucking ass down.
Damn right.
You're gonna be fucking falling on water.
To be the Mean Dave, Charles Kelly tag team of God.
Yes.
It all up.
He already fucked over Shawn Michaels. When
That's
God was his tag team partner,
that's right.
Where was he?
Where was he? Yeah. Even Marty Jannetty didn't help out.
Fuck.
So, with that being said, I think that's a good part 2. We're good. I think I'm hearing some hammering, so that tells me that somebody's breaking down the walls.
With
that being said, I want to thank my second guest, Charles Kelly, for being here in the meantime. want to thank you guys for viewing my Tubecast. Check out the Mean Dave channel. It's youtube.com/The Explainer, THEE Explainer. It's my wrestling alter ego. You can check out Charles Kelly at...
Just Google me.
Google
Charles Kelly Comedy.
Charles Kelly Comedy. He's got a website now.
Yeah.
He's got a website.
It'll all come up. You'll be able to find all my shenanigans.
And check out the other In the Meantime with Mean Dave episodes. They're all pretty cool. Check out his podcast on YouTube. Charles Kelly's podcast, Reasonable Force.
Yes.
Where he's talking to some comedians and has some funny images and some other stuff. You know, you can check all that shit out. And other than that, yeah, you know where to find me if you haven't found it. But at Mean Dave Time on Twitter, which I barely use, and on Facebook, facebook.com/MeanDave's not here.
Fuck evil.
Fuck evil in the booty hole, and click like on the In the Meantime with Mean Dave fan page. If you like all this shit. I'm always saying this shit because you know what, these days... Yeah, sometimes people are all dependent on all this like culture. I don't like it at all. I don't want to click like on it at all.
I hate it. Actually, you know, I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, well,
I fucking hate Facebook. I've actually changed my total persona on Facebook just to show people how fucking dumb it is.
Yeah.
Since I've turned 30, I haven't been really aggressive or mean or giving my opinions. I just share shit.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of fucking dumb shit. But I see people on there with their fucking inspirational quotes.
Oh, yeah.
Their fucking quotes, their food, and what they're doing. I'm fucking, hey, look where I'm at. I'm at the gym. I'm at the gym, just had a great workout. You see my sweat? You're fucking dumb.
A lot of thank yous.
Oh, my fucking goodness. I hate people.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of them out there that are so fucking stupid, and you're putting it on Facebook, and it's like you're bored. You haven't done shit.
Facebook is for saying all the things you wouldn't say to people's faces. So it's really for beef. It's for starting trouble, for negativity. That's what I find it works best. I don't because positivity on Facebook just reads phony, false. It reads kiss-assy. It's not real positivity because all it is, you just put something in there on your little computer thing, and now people think you did a good deed. I saw somebody...
the easiest shit in the world. You can be somebody's friend that you've never met just by liking statuses and saying the right shit.
I haven't seen a lot of my old friends that are on there that have reconnected on Facebook. I don't know if I'll ever see them again in life, but we feel like we've hung out.
Yeah,
and it's false. It's not real.
Fucking dumb.
It's part of the... This is the devil's work.
Yeah.
This is the devil. And see what believing in God happens? It creates
the
computers.
Devil,
It creates computers. It creates Mark Zuckerberg.
Social networking.
It's a downward spiral. So really, I guess my point, don't believe in anything, folks.
Yeah.
You know, just have faith in nothing. And faith in yourself. So, and the nothing in yourself. And whatever. I don't really, there is no message here. You know, we just had a good time talking.
Yeah, well, I don't know what we talked. We talked about a lot.
We've been a lot.
Hey, you got some new jokes coming up? Any
new jokes? I don't really like to announce my jokes.
Oh, okay.
I've been working on some stuff, some hot garbage soup. That's what I call one of my new jokes, hot garbage soup. Been talking some stuff about. I had a girl give me her number this past week, and I could tell she was kind of one of these partiers, and I'm not partying anymore. I mean, I party in joy and in hanging out with comedians or talk like people that are like-minded, but I don't smoke weed, I don't do drugs, I don't drink anymore. And this girl who I think, the way she even gave me her number, I would not be surprised if she was drinking and high on coke. But gave me her number, wanted me to call her, and I called her and set up a time to hang out with her this past Saturday, and it was in a place that was packed, full of people that were dancing, drinking, all kinds of shit, and I'm pretty sure I was there before her. So one of two things, because I did a scan in the room and it was too packed in there, I was not going to walk through trying to find her. She should have been in a place that was easy for me to find her. So either, if she was there, she was having too much of a good time, drinking and dancing and all that shit, not for me.
Yeah. Or
she flaked and didn't even bother showing up because I was waiting outside the whole time and did a couple other scans in there, and it was so hot and warm, like just warm and sweaty in there. She should have come out for at least a breath of fresh air, and I would have found her. So whatever. Girl gave me her number last. Fuck you. That's what I was saying.
I finger banged a chick at a bar recently on the dance floor.
On the other hand, my friend Maite, who I met in Santa Cruz, she's all good. She's good people. So yeah, and don't know what attention. We just met. She didn't like my comedy. May just go. We're just
She
gonna go
didn't
get some, just gonna go have some lunch.
How do you feel about that? Do you when you meet a girl, do you like say, all right, you want to come to my comedy show, or you're like, you know what?
I don't right now. I'm also 7 months in being clean and sober.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
really right now. Women were one of my biggest triggers in going and fucking myself up.
Yeah.
And not to say like it was their fault. It was not their fault. It was Watley. I should have known better than to choose some of these fucking. The term is now ratchet.
Mungoids.
Just
man.
women that were not healthy for my psyche because I didn't have a healthy psyche.
Some wildebeest.
Yeah, I mean, not so much like that. I mean, Probably that too.
I've been on some spaceships.
But no, I'm trying to be more about healthy relationships. I'm just being friendly with people and just trying not to have any kind of agenda with them as much as possible and see where that takes me. And in my recovery groups, we talk about a higher power. You know what I met in recovery today, which really pissed me off? Here's a guy who's been in and out of jail. Talk about white people failing upward. I am fucking dirt broke, okay? Have no job. This guy has been to jail, in and out, and all that shit. Turns out this motherfucker owns buildings, just sold a building that has a pizza place near my house, and might have been the guy that turned up the rent on somebody that ruined a coffee shop near my house. And I was finding this out all afterward. I'm like, it's because this guy had a nice car. This guy is he's an old white dude. And I'm like, how do you, and he could have had 3 stroke. And I'm like, motherfucker, how can I fail upward like that?
Yeah.
How can I be a fuck up and fuck up? Not fuck down.
Yeah.
It's not, anyway. White privilege, man. I'm white too. Where's my white privilege? That's all, anyway. Yeah, anyway, so that's I think that's good enough. That's it. All right, you've been in the meantime with me, Dave. The part 2 of episode 6 with my guest, Charles Kelly. I hope you've been having an enjoyable time here. Make sure you can see all that. Right on. We filled the time in. Have a great time. We'll see you next week. Charles Kelly.